There are some subjects where it's easy for you to stand in the knowing that something is coming in a patient, even eager anticipation, where some of the things that you've been wanting for a while that have not shown up in what you call real life manifestation, we understand your impatience about it, and we really are not here to soothe your impatience as much as we are to teach you that patience is not necessary. When you come to understand that you are the creator through the vibration that you offer, and that you have control of your vibration, then, rather than being patient about something not coming, instead, you are eager about it coming, which makes it come faster, which makes you need less patience. But if you get patient and are using the word patient to cover up impatience, then it doesn't work so well. Because the universe is not responding to your words. You understand that, yes? The universe is responding to the vibration that is behind your words. You, for the most part, don't see yourselves as vibrational beings. So you aren't aware that you are vibrationally transmitting. You think that you are auditorially transmitting. In other words, you expect people to respond to what you say. They usually don't, but you'd like it. And so you're in your body, you're observing the world, you know that part of the world is observing you. You are so good at deciphering what's around you by translating vibration into what you see and into what you hear and to what you feel and smell and taste. But we want you to begin to accept that you are vibrational beings first and foremost, and that you are always, in every moment, emitting a vibrational signal, which is literally, we're not kidding you even a little bit, your point of attraction. So what you put out, you get back, because the law of attraction is responding to the vibration of your being. So when you say, I really like you, and you don't, the universe is responding to the vibration of your being, not the words that you're using to try to make it different than it is. Your words are not making it different. Your vibration makes it different. Now, can you offer enough words to shift your vibration? Yes, you can. But it is ever so helpful if you are focused upon shifting your vibration rather than worrying about the words that you are offering. And if you are aware of shifting your vibration, and you are aware of the way you feel as you are shifting your vibration, now you begin to have true creative control of your own point of attraction. Everyone you know is emitting a vibration, and that vibration is coming from the thought that they are thinking, but there is another part of that vibration that is a stronger current that most of our physical friends, since you haven't even thought about being vibrational beings to begin with, you're not thinking about all of the components of vibration that make up the totality of who you are. You are much more than you see here in these physical bodies. This is but a piece of you, so to speak. It's an extension of you. It's a part of your consciousness. And the larger part of you, the non-physical part of you that many of you through time have referred to as soul, we call it the inner you or inner being, source, that inner part of you existed before you came into this physical body. But most important for you to remember, that inner part of you still remains that inner part of you, even though you have come forth into this physical experience. In other words, the larger part of you, the eternal part of you, far and away the larger part of your point of attraction, the larger part of your point of attraction is source energy. It's still the non-physical part of you. So that non-physical part of you projected the physical part of you here, an intention, you might say, and here you are, splat. So there are really two aspects of you. You're not two beings, but you are a being with two aspects. And the larger part of you is offering a vibration, as is this part of you. And as you are focused in your time-space reality and you're looking around and you see things you like, you emit a vibration about that, because whatever you are looking at is already vibrational in nature. And as you hold your attention upon it for as little as 17 seconds, you begin to take on the tone of that vibration. So as you give your attention to something wanted, you offer a vibration about it. As you give your attention to something not wanted, you offer a vibration about it. And through contrasting experiences at many levels of your being, whether you are consciously aware of it or not, and most of you are not consciously aware of it, you are giving birth to new desires. By knowing what you don't want, you know what you do want, and it's happening all day, every day. So in this process of knowing what you don't want and knowing what you do want, you are deciphering the contrast of this leading edge time-space reality just like you knew you would, and you are doing the most important thing that you knew you would do. You are coming to new conclusions. You are coming to new preferences. You are taking thought and desire beyond that which it has ever been before. And the most wonderful part of that, from our perspective, is that when you do that, leading edge pioneer of that which we are, when you do that, we hear the improved condition that you are asking for, and we give our undivided attention to that. In other words, the source within you flowed with you and continues to ride the rocket of your desire. So as you're sifting through the contrast, the parts that you don't want are sort of left behind like the pieces of corn that you aren't eating, while the best of you is moving forward, and that's the part that the eternal part of you is becoming. This explanation, while we know it is simplistic, it is the explanation that helps you to understand the evolution of all species. Even if you are the one-celled amoeba, you are living in an environment where you are having preferences. And since every point of consciousness has this selfish point of view, selfish meaning it's the only point of view that that point of consciousness has, as you have that selfish point of view, you cannot help but ask for what would be an improved situation for you. And when you think about it, that's got to be the best plan that could ever be devised, because what could be better than every point of consciousness living through the contrast and giving birth to what would be best for it, and source energy riding the rocket of what's best for every point of consciousness. Do you now understand why the well-being of everything that you know is assured? So then you've got to ask the question, well, if all of that is true, then why are there so many things that we see in the news? Why are there so many things that are not as we want them to be? And we say it's part of the contrast, but the reason that anyone is living consistently for long periods of time, any situation that they would not want to live, it is only because in your physical form you are giving more attention to this thing that you do not want and keeping it active in your vibration, and so continuing it as a part of your point of attraction. It is not possible for you to live the improvement that the contrast has helped you to ask for if you are still justifying why you want the improvement. As you continue to beat the drum of why you need more money and how unfair it is that you don't have enough money, and how irritated you are at those who do have plenty of money, and how disappointed you are that you didn't inherit anything, as you beat the drum of these feelings of not enough money, the money that you have asked for that has amassed, and we want to tell you it is a veritable fortune, the money that you have amassed in your vibrational escrow, wonderful words, in your vibrational escrow, you are not letting come to you, and you're not letting yourself go to them, because the active vibration within you is not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. When you are sick, you want to be well. And when you are sick and want to be well, that rocket of desire for this improved wellness, this amended desire that you are setting forth, makes you in your vibrational escrow weller than you were before you got sick. Sickness makes civilization weller. Sickness that this population lives right now puts more wellness in vibrational escrow, so there is more wellness that is coming forth in the next generation and the next and the next and the next and the next and the next. That's why at your time of birth you are hardier, and you would remain hardy. In fact, you could be in your body and get hardier, just like the non-physical part of you is becoming hardier, if you weren't beating the drum of the things that are going wrong. if you were not finding so much to complain about, so much to fuss and worry about, so many things in your day-to-day experience, it's not the big things that are responsible for your beating the drum that causes resistance, that doesn't let you be who you really are. It's the little things, the day-to-day irritants that sort of run in the background of what's going on with you that are responsible for the majority of the resistance that's happening within all of you. So here is the big picture. So from non-physical, you come forth into physical, and you explore contrast and give birth to new desires. And the non-physical part of you doesn't just answer what you're asking for, it literally becomes the vibrational essence of what you are asking for. Now, when we say this to you, mostly it doesn't seem to be that meaningful to you, but if you were remembering the creation of the planet, if you were understanding the creation of worlds, if you were understanding that everything that exists in what you call real-life manifestation was always, every time, thought that was contemplated upon first, then you would be ecstatic at understanding there is a vibrational escrow that has been amassed for you that is literally pre-paving your future experience. And you would not be bored with the idea of it just because it's not something that you can take to the bank or take to the store and spend or get on and ride somewhere. You would be thrilled with it because you would understand that the vibrational essence of what you are asking for is the pre-paving of what comes next for you. And once it is in your vibrational escrow, the creation has been created. 99.99% of everything is created vibrationally before you even begin to get a glimpse of the energy of it. And if you could see what we see in your vibrational escrow, you would feel more excited and proud about the life that you've been living, about the contrasts that you've been sifting through, and about what you have created. Now there's a big question. You've created it, you've expanded, you'd become it in the largest sense of the word. So as you've given birth to this amended you have literally become this vibrational essence. And the question that this gathering wants to answer is, are you keeping up with you? Are you moving in the direction of you? Are you letting yourself in your human form become this expanded version of you that this human form has set into motion? And if the answer is yes, then you say on a regular basis, I feel great. I am so happy. You say, isn't that beautiful? You say, isn't this wonderful? The emotions that are running through you like a constant sort of recording are wonderful, good feeling emotions when you are keeping up with you. But if you are feeling ornery, if you are irritated at this and that and the other, if you're overwhelmed or tired, if you are afraid, if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling anger, if you are feeling any of those negative emotions, that means to some degree, depending upon how bad those emotions feel, to some degree, you're not keeping up with who you have become. And the only reason you ever feel negative emotion is because you're not keeping up with who you have become. You think, oh no, Abraham, I'm negative because I don't have any money. That's what we just said. You're not keeping up with who you have become. Oh no, Abraham, you're wrong. I'm not negative because I'm not keeping up with who I've become. I'm negative because my lover left me. That's what we said. You're not keeping up with who you have become. Because when your lover left, you set forth a powerful rocket of desire for the perfect relationship, and it is already become in your vibrational escrow. But in your loneliness, in your defensiveness, in your determination to be a victim, in your beating the drum that continues the thoughts that continue to feel bad, you continue to hold yourself in vibrational difference to your vibrational escrow where everything that you want is.